topic of conversation. The Earth is important. We're all here. We're all living on it. You've all heard me say this a million times. I think it's important that we discuss it. And if it wasn't, if the Earth was proven already to be a ball, this wouldn't even be a discussion. But there are only crickets coming from NASA, coming from the establishment, the scientific community. Nobody's saying anything, so there's no other, like, they're guilty by omission, really. So just by not answering and addressing these things makes it kind of more of a reason to talk about it, and more of us to start asking questions. So this video is a little rambly, but all I really wanted to do was give you my main advice. There's a lot of you that say that you don't have time for flat Earth. You don't have time to make it a topic that you have time to research. But I say to you, good sir or lady, that you have the time to learn about the very land that you probably own a home on, and the very land that we all have to live on together. So if that's not enough reason right there, and the fact that, what if we are being lied to about a ball Earth, and your children are being taught this? Isn't there anything you would do to stop this cycle of lies? I don't have any children, so I can't necessarily say that I have that right to make that a priority, but that's where this movement gives everybody the right to do whatever and ask whatever they want, because we don't feel stupid anymore. We're not going to be shamed for asking these stupid questions. We're not going to be silenced by people who just call us names. We're not going to let that bother us. We're just going to keep asking these questions until someone starts answering them, or we can discover the true nature of our world. And okay, so my first advice is, if you don't think you have enough time to just read an article or a book regarding the geocentric Earth or Zetetic astrology, my best advice to you is to access technology or use technology to your advantage. There's so many things on your phone that comes factory on your phone that you probably don't even know. There's this little feature called TalkBack, and it's for people who are visually impaired, and that obviously they can't read the screen. So this TalkBack option, you can change the accent, you can change it from male to female, you can change the language, but you can play around with it. There's different options on how to turn it on easier. It takes some getting used to, but you can just be driving the kids to soccer practice or shopping and have your headphones in. Whatever. I mean, I roll silverware at work, and I'm listening to my phone read off articles that are on Facebook. Like, they're just, I don't know, 3 or 4 paragraph long things that my friends have written. Anything on the screen on my phone, I can click it, it outlines it, and it reads it out loud to me. That way I can keep my eyes focused on the road or doing whatever I am supposed to be doing at work, and still listen and register these things, because it takes a lot of referencing, it takes a lot of reading, it takes a lot of soaking in information to be able to compare the world that we've all been taught, the heliocentric spinning ball Earth, to compare it to the geocentric stationary flat Earth. And I just want to clear something up. Just because we say it's flat doesn't mean we think it's absolutely flat. That's not absolutely not flat like that. It still has convexities, and it's concaved, and it has mountains and valleys and canyons and hills and all these features, but in general it's flat, like motionless. It's so ginormous, it's beyond our perception. So anyways, wash your brain out with all of the stuff you've been taught, and whenever you're ready, just learn the true nature of our world. And I'm not saying I know everything. I don't claim to. All I know is that we don't live on a ball. Like, it's so refreshing to know that I'm not living this haphazard life on a random ball shooting through space. Like, there's just no end result with that, and it doesn't seem very peaceful to me. It doesn't seem very comforting, and I never really even knew that it didn't until I stumbled across this flat earth thing, and it took me a long time to soak it in and compare the two, what we've been taught to what other cultures and ancient beliefs had been believing in for eons. So I guess if you don't feel like you have the time for learning anything about it, that's cool. Nobody's pressuring you. I'm not preaching. I'm not trying to be preachy. I know everybody's getting so sick of me even talking about this. I understand. I'm almost getting sick of it myself. I just feel like it's just the most important thing for us to register in our minds, because it's life-changing. If we all knew that we were a motionless, flat plane underneath a protective covering that was put here by someone or something, of a creator, overnight there would be world peace overnight. And who wouldn't want that? I mean, if you don't want that, then just delete me. If you don't want world peace, if you don't want not one more child to be murdered in the name of money or religion, no matter if it's next door to you or if it's across the sea or across the ocean, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody should be dying, and all of our borders have been drawn. There's no reason for us to still be at war with each other. And this is beyond the political part of my normal political part of the discussion. I'm going to skip that because I don't think that's very necessary right now. I think everybody knows my view on both sides. They're both part of the same bird, and the bird is a dodo bird. So I just wish I could wake up tomorrow and everybody would just know it's flat. Just like I watched this other video and this girl said that, and I definitely I think that would just be awesome. I mean, it's important that we all start to be able to believe our senses and believe our eyes, and understand that we're not in danger by certain things that everybody's always been worried about, like asteroids and us being sucked into a black hole and all this other weird stuff that I always used to think. I just know it's not possible now. Like, the only thing that's possible is that we're going to destroy ourselves, or the establishment, the powers that be, are going to destroy us. And and if this is some way I can contribute to us stopping that, and waking people up to the deception, the constant propaganda, the constant indoctrination on a daily basis to get you to be at war with not only your neighbor and your family and loved ones, but with yourself and your own mind. If this stupid little video is enough to just wake up one person and make them question our reality and what difference it would make if everybody knew this stuff, then that would be great. That would be great. That's all I'm trying to do. So, anyways, spreading my love to everybody, and just want everybody to know that I'm feeling much better, and finally not that sick anymore. So I just wish everybody the best, and that you all try to find some time, take my information that I gave you, and maybe try to use some of those ideas I gave you to be able to do some research as you're doing other things, because it's worth it. So I love everybody, and stay safe. Goodbye.